Alright. What's up, everybody, and welcome back. We've got ourselves a big best of 5 here in the Team Liquid map contest tournament hosted by none other than Wardy, hero in the bottom right side. The Madman Protoss, a player who has a history of killing these tournaments. I'm telling you, man, you put him on crazy maps where no one knows what they're doing. Turns out a guy who doesn't know what he's doing is really good on those maps. Hero, a very intuitive player who makes it up as he goes, but he's up against Dark. And Dark's like, oh no, you blocked my expansion. I guess I'll just take the gold minerals over here, idiot. You forced me to take... Now, to be fair, it is only 6 minerals, but 4 of them are gold. There is only 1 gas. It's a pretty cool expansion, though. That's a pretty cool expansion, and it will give him an immediate boost that he can just take the base there. So I actually think this is probably a good base to start with. Don't think Dark mind's being blocked too much. Dark is a madman as well. Dark and Hero always have banging series, and it is so fun to watch because they are just able to basically make builds up as they go, figure out what they want to do in the heat of the moment. A lot of players are inextricably tied to their build orders, their plans, their preset ideas of what they want to have happen in a game. Not Dark and Hero. Dark and Hero will make it up as they go. They are both creative madmen. I always look for, like, who's going to be more creative, who's going to be more aggressive, who's going to be more in the other player's face. Because I'd say Hero's early game harassment wrecks Dark. A lot of the time, Adepts and Oracles ruin him. Dark's early game builds are just not tight enough. On the other hand, Dark always tricks Hero into being super greedy in the mid game when Dark's doing an all-in, and Dark just kills him with, like, Nidus Worms, Ling Bane all-ins, all that sort of stuff. It's a friggin' beast, man. Ooh. So a bit of an income boost already with these drones. Getting those gold minerals. Very nice. 7 minerals rather than 5 per delivery. Stargate goes up. We've got the probes popping out as well. Things going to the right side. Stargate is building in the main base there for Hero. And the probe into the natural. Ling's coming forward through the middle. Gonna get in for that scout. The Adept will be out in a few seconds, though, so doesn't look like it's doing that much. Why is this probe still here? I guess he was thinking about blocking the base, but with 4 Lings out, he's not going to be able to get it. Ling's going after the probe. Hero's micro is good, but it's not good enough. Oh, he blocks it, does he, though? Yes, he does. Well done there. Very good save. The Queen over here does deflect this Adept as well. Hero, you can't attack from the high ground there, mate. I guess he's just scouting for what's going on in the low ground, looking at the saturation. The Adept in the main got the second Adept kill. Oracle is being chrono boosted here, and a Stalker is on the way. That's going to try and damage the Overlord, and then you can rally the Oracle over to finish it off when it hides on the pillar. Link speed almost finished. Going up to 4 Queens right now is Dark, and he should have those out in time to defend the incoming Oracle. As we said, the Oracle will be slightly delayed by stopping here to kill the Overlord, but I think that's well worth it. I mean, you pretty much know there's always an Oracle coming. That's going to be very nice. Now, I would argue this is the worst third base for Protoss to take. Hero should absolutely take this top right base. It's still easy enough to defend, in my opinion. This base down here is very weak for Protoss because there's only 1 gas and less overall mineral mining. And Protoss really wants to mine more overall minerals from a third base. They care about that base lasting longer rather than the quick, immediate boost. Unless... I guess you could argue if you play Gateway Man style, you could play it a bit more like a Zerg and enjoy the gold mineral boost, but we'll see if he does that. Twilight Council's on the way, as well as a 3rd gas for Hero. 3 Zerglings and an Overlord have died. The Oracle pulling back. He's hoping to get the drones as they popped out, but the Queens come forward and do defend. We've got 2 Creep Tumors out there, 1 in the main base. 13 workers on that 3rd. Taking a 4th base is going to be more important than normal on this map. By the way, guys, there is a little backdoor corridor if you break these rocks into the back base. Team Liquid map contest maps. This Team Liquid map contest has had some crazy maps. 2 drones do go down, but only 2, and an Oracle almost falls. That's good defense for Dark. Yeah, he loses a 3rd one, but now both Oracles are almost dead. No 3rd Oracle on the way. Blink starts getting chrono boosted. And up on 4 gases. Hero going to be going a 4-gate blink. No Forge just yet, though. It's making me think maybe Hero's planning a 7 or 8-gate 2-base timing. He's just undersaturated his base because he wants to get on the gold minerals. Ah, quick transfer to the gold does make sense. Baneling Nest +1 melee on the way as well. I really feel like doing these weird mineral gas setups, it takes away the advantage you get as someone who just memorizes an efficient build. Guys like Dark and Hero should really excel on these maps. Some very pretty areas. These are healing shrines, by the way, guys. But they're in slow zones. So it's a slow zone. If you go into there, it's hard to get out of these. But these are nice places where the oracles cannot heal up because they're flying units. Flying units cannot get in there. They're blocked from moving into those healing zones. Oracle will kill a couple of Zerglings, but it's going to run out of energy. And that is a wise recall. One Stalker goes down. The Oracle does barely escape. The other Oracle did already fall, though. So only one Oracle alive and new one's building. Yeah, 3 more gateways building. This is basically just a 3-base blink timing. Hero is saying, well, let's just play super aggressive. But against Dark's Mass Zerglings, I think Mass Zerglings does tend to beat Mass Stalker. The only problem is that Dark seems to be planning to be aggressive, and that is very bad against someone who's planning their own aggressive build. Because 8-gate blink with extra oracles building, that counters Ling Bane. That being said, Hero doesn't know what's happening just yet. He's got a unit in his wall for pretty much the first time ever. His whole army is on the front. He's building a gate on the front. Oh god. Hero doesn't realize Hero has all the units he needs to defend, but they're not in the right position. Oh, that was a quick pull though. Very quick pull on his probes. The Stalkers need to attack at the same time right now. He's going to blink in and try to kill Dark here, but Dark kills the base, and then Dark can just run home, give up a 4th hatchery, and then say, hey, I'm 3-base, you're 2-base, I'm way ahead. This is not good for Hero right now. Hero also doesn't have recall, does he? Recall's not ready for another 30 seconds. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Stalker's getting surrounded. Blink's not quite ready. Okay, now it's ready. He blinks them all back at once, though. Oh, man, he's getting wiped. And that's it. That's it. Dark goes for a big random Ling Bane attack. Like I said, it's technically hard counted by Hero's build, but Hero didn't have the information. And this is what Dark does. He gets Hero to attack when he should be defending. He gets... Oh, man, Hero could have used the healing shrine so well to heal up his Stalkers as well with his Blink Stalker attack, but he just gets wrecked so hard. We're not going to get to see that fancy mechanic on this map. Oh, that's so unfortunate. I wanted to see that mechanic in action so badly. Stalker's getting surrounded by the Zerglings. He's going to try and take this 4th, which is another... Oh, sorry, that's the 3rd base. That's just the same crappy base that he's retaking. Well, Hero's pretty much dead in the water. We could argue that Dark being only on 49 workers is not that great, but he kept his 4th alive. Now, Dark desperately needs to build about 10 more drones, take a 5th, take a 6th base. If he does that, he can outscale Hero, and there is no chance for Hero to come back. However, Dark is literally doing nothing but making Zerglings right now. Dark, as always, being the hype man, says, I could win this game by droning up and making, like, Ravager Ling Bane, or, hold my beer, what if I just make Zerglings? Because if I win, that's funny. And it could also backfire if he makes Archon Zealot, and the game will be way closer than it should be, and then it can be more exciting. And I'm like, Dark, I really do sometimes feel like you're paid by someone to make the matches more entertaining. Like, your matches are so bloody unpredictable and weird. I mean, right now, Pure Blink gets wrecked by this. Oh my god. Oh my god, nowhere to run. The Ling's on the right side as well. He tries to get in a corner, but he doesn't have recall energy. Hero's just gonna tap out. It's fine. Massling does the job. Massling does the job. Dark crushes map 1. All right, guys, going into the next game, we've got Dark in the bottom left of the map on Sacred Isle. Hero in the top right. Now, looks like you get an in-base with 6 minerals and 1 gas. So it's kind of like a 2/3 mineral, 50% gas base. Or you can go down to the front, which is a normal base, but there are some backdoor minerals. If your opponent manages to mine those out, they can get in there. If you don't, that's... Actually, if you don't let them mine those down, they're just... The hell? Wait, what? And then you just take a 4th here and you defend the only attack angle? If they don't have drops... This is a terrible map for Zerg. Oh, this map's really bad for Zerg, I think. Oh me, oh my. Not many attack angles there. Thank you for the subby there, Renderer. Apparently that didn't activate the hype train. Twitch jipping us. Being a bit dirty. Actually, I did find out jipping apparently is like a bit of a slur. People said that growing up. Never knew the background of it. Trying to take it out of the vocabulary. Still don't know if that... I haven't Googled it, so that could have been someone in Twitch chat lying to me. But anyway. I'll err on the side of caution. Probes are trying to take those minerals. Just a pretty standard opening. Taking the 3rd base there is Dark. Now, that's kind of funny. So Dark himself also. If you do mine out these minerals, you do get yourself a rich gas base down here. But it's only 1 geyser, full minerals. Are there any gold bases on this map? I don't think so. Oh, man. Nexus goes down there. Cybercore as well. Interesting Cybercore placement. I guess it's a bit of a weird one. I thought you'd put that further forward, but fair enough. Whoa, what is this over here? There's like a little Protoss shield generator on the side of the map in the forest, just below the main base. Kind of cool. What do they got in the cages, guys? Oh, they've got the little Ewok Moopy things in the cages. Oh no, that's crazy, man. Why would you do that? What about on this? Oh, on this side they don't have a cage though. On this side they just have some Terran factory or something. So this is the Terran side of the map, and that's the Protoss side. You see, the Protoss put Ewoks in cages. Doesn't look like those cages have anything in it. Just this one here. Oh, there's two of them. Well, at least they're dancing together, having a good time. Yeah, as you go forward though, if there's only one attack path, Zerg's gonna suck. I don't know what you do as, I guess as Zerg you play Mutalisks or you play more of defensive to hive tech, but this map seems fantastic for Protoss because, I mean, you could even take your third out front here and just defend all three bases from the one position. This bit of terrain blocking, plus a gateway or two here, a gateway there. Zerg just cannot attack through this area. It's a brutally, easily defensible point. Mass drops could be good in the back door though. Mass drops in the back could be good. Nidus Worm all-ins. Maps like this where the frontal assault path is very weak, players tend to be greedy. So if you can take advantage with an all-in, that can be exceptionally powerful. The Protoss do experiments on them. Oh, look at this. The Terran also have a machinery there instead of a shield generator. Chat thinks that the Terran actually use this factory to chew up the Ewoks and make biofuel out of it. I don't know, guys. I mean, it could be. I guess it could be an Ewok processing facility. It's kind of messed up, though. Not going to think too much about that. That's very dark, Twitch chat. Void Ray first. Interesting. Okay, so we're going to deny scouting his hero. To me, that shouts 2 Stargate build. Looks like he's going to take the easy third on the inside base. Yeah, easy third and then take a safe fourth up front is probably the better way to do it. Gets it up real early. Void Ray starts denying the Overlord. Now, does he go hunting for another Overlord? No, he's going to go across the map. And that's good for Dark. So Dark can poke in from behind and see what's up. Now, keep in mind, we do have slow zones on the edge. So drops on this back area are going to be a little bit weaker due to these inhibitor zone generators. These little red areas where everything's 50% speed. The Overlord hasn't actually seen the Nexus started yet, though. Lair's on the way, so it is going to be a Queenling Nidus. Yep, told you guys. Void Ray comes in and is like, oh, that's suspicious. Why are there no drones on your third base, Zerg player? Dark's like, oh, thank you so much for the support, guys. So apologies for that. I accidentally left those alerts on. Just had to tab out really quickly there. The Oracle comes in, gets 2 drones. The Void Ray goes back to that side. Unprofessional production from me. I apologize. Thank you so much, Ashrith, though. Creep Tumor does go down. Queen's going to push it back. He saw the lair. And this can't be anything else. With a lair that early, you know this has to be a Nidus Worm. And Hero still went Forged Twilight. And he's not denying Nidus. Hero, wake up, bro! He's done this build to you 50 times before. You know this build order. Technically, it could be Mutalisks, but the moment he sees no drones on this base, he should have it confirmed. There we go. He sees the Nidus Worm itself. Oracles know that it's a Nidus Worm. Oh, he might lose one on the way home, though. He's got to get home right now. Up in that natural, the Overlord came in a bit deep there. I think it might have revealed itself. Shield battery building on location. He's got a few Stalkers warping in, but they're on the wrong side. He needs to warp in Stalkers back here. Nidus Worm goes up actually at the front. Oh, there's no way that's going to work. Batteries and warp-ins will easily defend this. Dark's already droning. Dark knows this isn't going to work, guys. He's got 18 Lings, 6 Queens. The Nidus Worm is a fake. The Oracles do find it, but this is an amazing start for Hero. Dark's build just got scouted way too easily this game. And he's going to pretend he's doing stuff. Wait, he's actually building spores and spines? He's building 2 spores. Or a spore and 3 spines, sorry. The spores at home, 3 spines, plus Queens and Lings. So he's going to try and set up a siege contain. And actually, he's gone back to Lings. Guys, if he breaks Hero with this, I will eat my shoe. I mean, this should be the easiest hold of all time. The only problem is Hero is not building cannons. And he's actually building probes, upgrades, and a rowboat because he thinks this is such a nothing attack. And Dark's committing. Dark's going Baneling Nest. Dark is going all in. The Oracles are going to fly in and kill a bunch of drones, though. That's going to really hurt the follow-up production. Oh my god, he kills 9, 10 workers down to 34 drones. I mean, that's pretty bad. Is there a new Cybercore building? He hasn't rebuilt his Cybercore, and that one is going to die if he doesn't rebuild it now or start healing it with the battery overcharge. He's got to start healing it. There we go. He's going to start healing it now. He's going to try and break these Queens and Spines. The Transfuse plus Spines do pretty good damage against the Stalkers. The Oracles are all at home now, just up to the left. We've got Immortals building to help fight these Stalkers. He's just started rebuilding the Cyber Core now, has Hero. A few seconds before this one goes down. More Stalkers warping in here. How many gateways are we on? 5 gateways, but he'll lose this other one at the front soon as well. Mass Baneling is morphing. I mean, Dark is beyond all in right now. He really needs Hero to make some mistakes, but his Banelings are kind of stuck behind. The Stasis Trap's blocking. Baneling's going to go for the Mineral Line. The Probe's a little slow to run away. Oh, the Stalkers go for the block, though, and he will be able to block this. Very well done there. Banelings blow up some shield batteries that are exposed, but there's just nothing behind it. Dark doing a very dark move. A Ling Queen Nidus, the Chadray Annihilator into Mass Baneling. Ooh. Stalkers trying to blink back here. So far, very few Stalkers actually dying, but once the Lings get on them, they can do pretty decent damage. That Immortal's going to go down on the left side. The Stalker's starting to fall. No, surely not. Battery overcharge is available. He comes forward, activates it, gets a little bit of healing off before it goes down, but as the Queens start to fall, now the Spine Crawlers are going to go down as well. Dark has to tap out. Dark loves that Queenling Nidus. I think it's not a bad idea on this map, but once it got scouted so easily by Hero, seeing that early lair, that's a tough one. GG, well played. I think on this map, with the base layout, it's so hard to hide the lair in the main base, because there's so many angles they can come in from, and it's so easy to scout that this base doesn't have any workers on it. Like, in general, I think it's just way too hard to hide what you're doing on this map, because you can't move your queens forward here. Normally, you'd have creep and queens here, so the oracles can't come in the middle from these angles. But on this map, you're like focusing your creep up there, so it just gets really awkward because there's all these cliffs where the air units can come in from, and your queens can't get out in front and shoo them away. Alright. What's up, everybody? Next map is Dynasty. Bottom left, we got Dark. Top right is Hero. Hero defending the all-in that he got crushed. Well, it's a different one, but another Lingbane all-in. He got crushed by one in the first game. Now, you can go take this gold base, and why wouldn't you guys, right? You can wall off here and take the gold. Well, the problem is they could make a Ravager, get over there and deny your mining pretty well, right? But then you can go around behind the minerals or get a Stargate unit. 6 gold minerals and a gas, it's a pretty good base. Now, your opponent, or you could take it later in the game and get a rich gas if you build it on the other side. So very cool. Other than that, when you come down from your natural, which is a normal base, you've got a 3rd base there, normal base. 4th base over to the right, that's a normal base. I don't think there's any other like rich bases on the map. They're all pretty normal other than that. Overall, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bases. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bases each on either side of the map, though. 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, 7 if you count the gold. Okay. So it's 7 bases for each player on the map, which is interesting. Hero's wall-off is a little janky in that gateway. If he was getting 12 pool, that gateway would take it would go down so fast. Luckily, he's not being 12 pool. What? Oh, he's gone Cybercore before Nexus. He wants to do a double adept pressure. So he says, well, I need to go, a pylon before second gas. So I'll just use the pylon to complete the wall off. Man, this is such a bustable wall. It's such a hero wall. Like, walling off behind that pylon's also kind of awkward as well. But hey, a wall's a wall. He's going to be the one putting on the early pressure with 2 early adepts. We'll see how it goes. I think his idea is let's deny the mining on the gold, but neither player has taken that gold base. Interesting. Interesting. Do we see it as a 3rd? You can see he's already rallied the adept to the gold as well. I wonder if he purposely shades in behind the minerals. I think he is. Yeah, he's shading behind the minerals. He's assuming Dark took the gold, which he didn't. And he's going to build a Stargate in front of the pylon. Ah, okay. I mean, pretty sure he's building a Void Ray, guys. Right? I'm almost certain he's building a Void Ray here. And he's going to come in and go, oh, crap, you don't even have a hatchery. It's just started. Ah, that's rough. All right, Zergling's coming out. We've got 25 probes against 22 drones. Link speed on the way. A few queens are here as well. Could be Phoenix first, but I feel like building the Stargate next to the Overlord is pretty likely to build himself a big boy unit. Ah, it's an Oracle to start. Interesting. And the Adepts are shading forwards. They've already forced 12 Zerglings out. 8 that are out, 4 that are building. 3rd Queen is making right now. Dark does have creep between his bases. And with Link speed finishing, the Adepts should just have to back off. You don't want to be losing these. No, that would be crazy. These Adepts stay too long, though. They could get surrounded by Zerglings, and it's kind of obvious that you're going to go over here to deny the mining. He does stack them in the patches. I like that. Puts them in the pockets. Second Oracle's on the way as well, as a second gateway coming up here. Might need to build an extra pylon before going for the third Nexus, with how much unit production Hero is going for. Overlord does see those Adepts. Lings are going to go for the counter attack and try to bust through the Adept in the wall, which is not a bad idea. And you get an in-base gold for your third. Oracle finds itself 3 drones, takes a hefty beating. It's gonna... Oh, it's dead. It's dead. No. Oh. And he goes for more, the greedy bugger. Gets mining time and an extra drone on the way out. Dirty. Now the Lings poke forward. They don't really get anything. They just force the Oracle, I think. Maybe... I don't even know if the Oracle turned its laser beam on. Gold base goes down behind this. These Adepts are shading away. No, they cancel their shade. They stay in location. Oh, this is really rough for Dark. I know his name is Dark, but he's looking dead. No, he's not dead, but it's a really awkward position to be in, because anytime there's an in-base third, it tends to favor Protoss. I'm not sure how they do vetoes for this TLMC tournament, the Team Liquid map contest tournament, but I feel like Dark letting him take multiple maps with in-base expansions is a terrible idea. I think as a Zerg, you really want just gold bases in the open. You don't want easy expansion patterns for the Protoss, but I haven't really tallied up how good the expansion patterns are in general for Protoss, so it's going to be interesting to see how it goes, because right now Protoss gets to put on basically the normal pressure they do, maybe even better, since he was denying this very accessible gold mineral line for a while. And then behind it, he's like, well, I get a free third base. You can't do anything about this. 3, 4 drones. Oh, 1 Oracle does go down. Good defense by Dark. Could have maybe pulled the drones away there, though. I think that was a little sloppy from him. I do like the fast 4th base and the Roach Warren for Dark, but no Evo Chamber, no melee upgrade or anything like that. Adepts and Oracles up here being a nuisance. And extra gateways are on the way. So 3 gateways are up. Make it 4. 5, 6, and Blink. No Forge again. I'm just going to be aggressive with Blink Stalkers. I mean, this seems to be his MO right now. Not a bad way to play it. There's a Queen on the top, but Queen could get taken out by those Oracles, so he falls back for now. Units lost tab is in favor of Hero. He's, of course, it's like cancelled a building plus lost an Oracle. Cancelled a pylon or a shield battery. Gas goes up here on the gold base. The mineral income's huge. The question is now, as you take a 4th, you're suddenly a bit more exposed, but I mean, you don't really need to worry about getting attacked here. So are you actually exposed as a Protoss? You could just take your 4th base. You just keep your army in between here in the 4th on the right, or here, you know, somewhere here. Feels like you could play a really solid macro game here. He's going to go double Forge. Okay, so it's Blink pressure into double Forge before 4th base. Hero's got to be careful to not delay his 4th too long, but I guess he's just like dead set on trying to harass the gold right now, and that's fair enough. Multiple stasis traps already layered there. Dark's going to set one of them off already. The back one. Gold mining has been denied for now. Dark's got 12 Lings and a few Roaches and Ravagers. He doesn't have a big army, so he's having to just mass units for a moment and give up the gold mining temporarily. Doesn't want to lose the hatchery, of course. He'd like to return to mining at some point. Charges on the way, as well as a Robo. Heroes 1 upgrade start at 6 minutes 50. Well, Lings definitely can't fight from behind the gold. Now, you know what's funny? If he goes around with his whole army, the Stalkers can blink to this side and kill his base. So if he moves this whole army around, Hero's actually going to ruin him. And Hero has recall as a get out of jail free card. Not to mention, he could blink down there. Oh, this map architecture actually really favors dirty tactics. Hero could do some dirty things to him right here. Oracle's going and get 5 drones. Make it 6. Make it 6 is where it ends up. Hatchery taking a lot of damage. Stalker Adept defends the 4th base that's going up. Hero's putting on massive pressure while building up his upgrades and economy. Like I said, he's going to blink across that gold base. The Ravagers, though... Oh, big Biles taking out a few Stalkers. And you know what? Lings are very quick. That was a bit of a weird blink there. Oh, man. Oh. Okay, I mean, Hero's micro really leaving something to be desired there. Blinks across, leaves 2 Stalkers behind, gets hit by Biles. Blinks there, gets hit by more Biles and Ravagers from both sides. What looked like an incredible opportunity turned into Hero getting a bit excited, jamming it into the wrong avenue. This gold base looks like a fun place to play as a Blink Stalker player, but definitely overplayed his hand. Second Robo Bay is on the way right now. 6 gateways are up. He's going to build a 7th and an 8th gateway to get a semi-wall on this base. Meanwhile, Hive and Lurkaden are on the way. +1 range is finished. I'd like to see a +2 attack. There we go. Dark starts it up. He's got those 7 gases going. He doesn't have any gold minerals mining right now. Only 62 workers. So Dark has good tech, but his economy kind of sucks. Especially against a 70 pro Protoss who's drowning in money. Now, these oracles could just fight these drones. There's nothing there that actually shoots up, but Dark scares him away with corrosive bile. Dark is the sort of person where if he's ever out on the woods on a hike and he runs into a grizzly bear, he will just sprint towards it while waving his arms and shouting. And I'm almost certain the bear will run away. Like, purely off instinct, it'll go, this is not a creature you mess with. Like, I don't know how big bears can get, like 800 kilos or something. You know, over 1,000-pound bear. Zealot Run by does get surrounded. Oh, don't throw your oracles away, mate. Good defense by Dark there. Losing a couple drones, not the biggest deal. His work account really is not great, which really basically says Dark is doing a lurker roll-in. And that's weird because he's got a lot of gas, but he's not building Vipers yet. Vipers are like the most important part of his whole play. Oracle sees Lurkaden and Hive. Very important information to be gathering. He's going to try and corrosive bile this Oracle probably because his name's Dark and he's a mad lad. Hero's pressuring with a set of Stalkers, 2 Immortals that can be picked into the prison for safety. 5th base is on the way for Hero in the south. And his first 2 Colossi are going to be popping. 2/2 upgrades are on the way. I mean, as Dark, you've got to get a move on. You can't be screwing around for too long. If you're sitting on 67 workers against a Protoss going 5 base double upgrades, I mean, you're running out of time. You've got to get something done soon. Dark has been known for taking positions where his armies hit an expiry date and somehow finding a way to win with it anyway. Ooh, Hero not able to take out that gold base. He's going to warp in more Zealots to confirm the kill. Drone's not enough to block there. I love the attempt from Dark, though. Dark is the sort of man who can find nourishment from milk that has expired 3 weeks ago. That's how I would describe his ability to find advantageous situations even when there shouldn't be one. Lurker does go down. Not all expired food has gone bad, says Twitch chat. Twitch chat, the kind of people to just rip off the green furry part of the bread and eat the rest of it, not realizing that the entire thing is actually infected with the fungus at that point. Nice Lurker push coming forward for Dark. He doesn't have any Vipers though, but I don't think you care about losing a base here as Hero. As long as you defend eventually. Hero's trying to go for it though. The Immortals, if they land hits on the Lurkers, could be big, but they weren't really landing hits. The Observer was not forward there. The Stalker's derping in. Hero, keep it in your pants, mate. That 5th base going down is not the end of the world for Hero. It's just got to get out a response to these units. Mass Lurker starting to siege this base, but only 1 Lurker's hitting it at a time right now. Oh, the Colossi come forward. I mean, Colossi, not good against Lurkers, guys. You do not want to stand in Lurker range. Don't do it, Hero. It's always tempting thinking, oh, I've got 9 range. These are 10 range Lurkers, though, and they do so much damage to Hero. This is the dumbest micro you could possibly do. He gets a few Lurkers down. He does kill 2 Lurkers, tanking with the Immortal, but the Immortal's now gone. I really feel it's when Dark moves forward, that's where you have to stop him. Losing this base doesn't matter at all for Hero, but he's got to stop him after that. Oh, the gold minerals are out! Dark finds a backdoor! He says, you just mind open your own backdoor. We dug too deep into the mines of Moria. Down there, Dark creatures lurk. Dark coming in from the dark. You know, big surprise there, his namesake. The Disruptor's getting surrounded by Zerglings. That's huge as well. These Disruptors going down. The Hydraling in the north will go down, as will the Lurker. But if he loses his 4th base as a cost for this, then that is a big price that he does not want to pay. Dark's losing probes on this base. The Lurkers... Oh, sorry, Hero's losing probes. The base is starting to take damage. Carriers are coming in as well. So we've got Carriers coming out, which are hard for Dark to deal with, but I don't think they're really a checkmate unit or anything like that. The economies are kind of low for both sides. Remember, Dark was doing this off 65 workers all game. He never made it to 70 workers. The Nexus does go down, but if he loses the whole army, is that enough? Zealot Run by went in. Lings and Hydras are surrounding it. There's no melee upgrades. It is 2-2, remember. These Zealots wreck Zerglings with 2-2 against 0-0. They absolutely smash. Hero's trying to take a Nexus in the north. I think he should give that up. Retake this base in the bottom. Or maybe take this base here. Okay, yeah, he's going to take that one. 4 Colossi, 2 Archons, 5 Stalkers, a Disruptor, and a Carrier. 2 more Carriers are building right now. I don't know if Carriers is the play. I guess there's only 10 Hydralisks, but without air weapon upgrades, it's not like they're that much better, and you're on such a small economy. I feel like just having enough Immortals, Archons, Colossi, Disruptors will be able to win you this game. Of course, Hero does like to go carriers into throwing the game sometimes. He's done it many times before. I always feel like carriers are good when you're on 80 probes, when you've got a big economy, you can make them suddenly in the upgrades and get up into them, but in this scenario, you've got only a half-loaded ground army. Luckily for him, though, no Vipers. Roach speed being made. Dark is making a 14-minute transition back into Roaches right now to try and tank against the Colossi. It's the one thing he was missing. I don't think he realized this was a Colossus game plan for Hero for very long. And he's just got no ability to tank. The Lurkers are not meant to be the tanking unit, and yet they're the only thing that can stand up to those Colossus beams. Hydraling will not cut the mustard, so it actually does make logical sense, as silly as it sounds. 2 Vipers finally coming in for Dark. He's on 73 workers, over 70 for the first time in this series. Dark's going to try to run south and deny this base again, finding... Oh, it never got rebuilt. +3 range attack is there for Dark, which is not bad, but I still feel 2-2 is so powerful. I mean, 3 armor Zealots. The Zerglings do 2 damage in attack to them. So the Zerglings basically cannot beat Zealots, and even Hydras are not nearly as effective against the Zealots anymore because of that. The Colossus also do insane damage now. 2 times 19, that's 38 damage a shot against Hydras and Lings. They will one-shot the Zerglings no matter what. Hero's income, 1,500 minerals a minute against Dark's 3,000! Remember, Dark's gold minerals got denied earlier, so he's only mining them now, so he's got that boost coming in. Hero did just get his base saturated, so he's up to 2,000 now, but definitely Hero's income is nowhere near as good as Dark's. The problem for Dark is that Hero has a much higher quality army. I mean, you're building Roaches and Lurkers and Hydras. You've added 2 Vipers, which is great. I don't know if it's going to be enough. There's so many big units. Like, you need to abduct the entire army of Hero to deal with it. And Hero's got more army supply. He's got those 2-2 upgrades, +1 air weapons. He's got a pretty scary force right now. That Oracle Revelation could be big. Hero, you do not want to lose that Oracle. He flies it in, reveals mostly the Hydras, a few Lurkers as well. Hero going for a big A move. Half of his army was a little bit behind. He might just have the numbers, though. Dark getting caught out, losing a few Lurkers. He's trying to rebuild 11 Hydras. The rest of his army's trying to come forwards, but he already lost a lot of Lurkers. Disruptor shot goes forward. No, it gets focused down. Nice micro there by Dark, but the carriers, the Archons, the Stalkers. Hero just A-moving, but he's overextending, guys. The Remax of Hydras is about to be here. Hero A-moving his army forwards, warping in Zealots. 22 Hydras are on the way. If he can get enough Hydras to deal with these carriers, he could maybe do it. It's still very close, though. The Hydras are dying as they pop. There's so many Hydras coming out, but the Zealots are dealing with them. There's enough carriers on top of the rally. I don't know if the Hydras are ever going to get a chance to go together. Hero's decisiveness may win him this game because the Hydras are rallying in a piecemeal, a few at a time, and they are going down. Oh, we just can't get together. Dude, I actually thought Hero might have thrown this game with the overextend, but... Oh, here we go. Hydras coming in. Hydras are going for it. This is the last-ditch effort. Dark needs to kill these carriers. His Hydras are dropping like flies. He will kill 1 carrier, make it 2. Does he get a 3rd? Yes, he does, but he loses all of his Hydras doing it. There's more Archons and carriers building behind this for Hero right now. It is +3, 1 Hydras against +1 air carriers. Hero is still rebuilding carriers, which... for my mind, makes 0 sense right now. I really feel for Hero, you need to... Yeah, Storm makes sense. I think Storm and ground units have pretty much unlimited micro flexibility and trading potential. But I don't know if carriers makes more sense right now. Like this, it seems like a unit where right now you're on top, you're doing damage, but like if he gets 18 Hydras together, 3 carriers are kind of trash. Oh my god, he's going to lose the carriers. That's so bad. You got to get him out of here, Hero. He's killing a few Hydras on the way out, but he will lose one of them. One of them will escape. Very important. Every Hydra you survive with is massive. 5 of them have died. 68 Hydras have died this game. He's going to recall using Mama to bring that single carrier up here, but a Lurker and a few Spores are defending. Dark still got 64 drones. Income tab is now ahead for Hero as he takes this base on the north. He's rebuilding gateways, which I find very surprising since his income is not that amazing right now. He's got Immortals coming in to deal with the Lurker Roach, Archons, and now that he's got Mass Psystorm, I think he's out of the woods because that counters feedback, it counters Hydras. Once you have Storm, okay, I'm okay with the carrier Archon now. I think you could definitely win this game, but man, so scary the push that he chose to commit with. Luckily caught Dark low on the unit numbers, and I think Dark getting those Lurkers caught up here at the start of the fight, probably his biggest mistake. He threw away too many valuable units, and then Hero just pounced in on the production. Big Lurker counterattack. I like the recall, though. That's a good idea to try to make this game messy. Hydra's come in from behind and catch some of these units. He's losing a lot of drones, though. Back at home, Hero does recall and defend this. He loses 11, 12 probes, but look at that. He kills 17 drones as well. Both sides trading. This game's getting sloppy, but oh! Dark pounces forward and gets this base as well. Dark turns the chaos to his advantage. The High Templar finally get to make their first showing. And yes, they kill a few Hydras, but that's it. You're kidding me. Dark just killed so many probes, takes out a base. I can't believe he's back in this game. This was over. This was all but over. Dark is working with a very bad army, but he's using positioning. He's using his multi-prong and his ability to attack multiple bases to find that damage. Is it going to be enough, though? There's still 4 carriers alive. No detection here. That Lurker doing big damage to the mineral line. Oh, these probes! These probes! These probes! These probes! Hero stacks them up in panic and loses 10 probes to that Lurker. The Lurker's going to try to run away, realizing, okay, I got to get out of here before an observer pops. Great moves. This base did survive in the north, though. Dark still just on Hydra Lurker. It's a scrappy, low-tier army. Dark has won more games against Protoss late-game army compositions with garbage than any other Zerg. I swear, this is a man who you're like, Hero's coming out, he's got classic superpowers. He's like, I shoot lasers out of my eyes, I can fly, I can turn back time. That's my whole skill set. I'm Hero. Dark's like, oh yeah? I'm El Garbage-O Man. And you're like, what the fuck is El Garbage-O Man? And he just literally picks up a garbage bag, swings it, throws it, and it decapitates Hero. And you're like, but he had proper superhero powers. And then Dark just like cracks a beer and starts laughing, patting his belly while he like chuckles menacingly. That's the kind of superhero Dark is. Like, you just like, that shouldn't work. This is ridiculous. But he always finds a way to turn bad positions to his favor with a next level understanding of positioning and how to catch his opponent off guard, how to hit multiple weak points and get them to split up those high-powered units into small numbers where he can pick them apart. Oh, it's a scary army, though. Storm's not really landing. That's a big one, though. There's so much Storm in here. He needs that Lurker to kill those High Templar. Viper's trying to come in, but the feedback's... Oh, the High Templar! The High Templar are the MVPs, and Hero finally lands a laser beam, slices the garbage bag in half, and does rip Dark in two. But I gotta tell you, El Garbage-O Man put up a valiant fight. GG, well played. All right, up 2-1. Only one more game to close it out, and we're going into Sulfur. Hero in the top right side, Dark in the bottom left. Let's take a look around, guys. That is a gold base, 6 gold minerals, double gas, with a watchtower behind it. Oh, and you have to destroy these towers in order to, I believe, break the watchtower with rocks, and then you can kill the rocks, and then you can get to this back base. This is like a semi-island base in the corner behind the gold base. Also, you can't get over here, guys. This is all blocked off by rocks there, minerals there, rocks there. Okay, this is really cool. So Hero's just going to take an expansion here, a kind of recessed wall off, just a pretty normal wall off with like 2 ramps in front of it, a bit of a weird one. And does he know? I mean, he knows something's up. I assume he can guess that there's a gold base. This one's going to look, I think, way better for Dark because there's no in-base third. This third is in the open. There are 1, 2 big ramps to it, 3 if you count. I guess this side over here is open. So big entrances into the third base. Fourth base is also going to be kind of out on the map a bit more. So a few more classic attack angles to try to take control. Chat also says this map has 9 bases per side, apparently. 9 bases per side. Did not know that. That's very cool to know. Normally we have somewhere between 6 and 8, I guess. 6 and 7. I don't know. 9 is a lot. 18 bases in total on the map. So you can get some mega late game on this. This is, I believe, the round of 8, by the way, of the Team Liquid map contest. Tournament run by Wardy. Robo first in Vision. Not a fan, man. I'm not a fan. I don't know. Building a Robo in Vision just seems unnecessary, but I guess Hero's worried about safety and efficiency rather than hiding his tech. The Adept here is going to kill 1 Zergling, but takes a bit of damage doing it. It's going to have to regen shields while the second Adept arrives. Really wants to deny some mining on this gold base, but that yellow hit point Adept, you know Dark's going to focus fire that as soon as she gets close. Oh, there we go. Starts focus firing and loses a drone. Lings and Queen both go for the weak Adept, but getting a drone very well worth it. And Lings walk into the base, so the wall-off actually doesn't help that much. Anyway, 6 Lings coming in. 2 in the main, 2 in the natural. Let's see if he can get any kills. Hero with pretty good micros so far, though. Probes are defending there and there. This is not a speedling all-in. It's almost like he looks like he's pretending to do a speedling all-in, but he's not. These lings are going to walk back in on the natural. Going after 2 separate probes. He gets one. Can he get a second? Yes, he can. Ooh, slick micro there by Dark, who's going to go for number 3, and he might very well get it. Warp Prism does save that Adept over there on that side. Prism save the probe. God save the Queen. Prism save the probe. Units lost tab at the end of all that. 3 probes went down, 11 Zerglings, and a drone went down, but there is a gold base mining in the midst of it. This is great for Dark. Dark has a 3rd hatchery on the way. Yes, it was heavily delayed, but I think that was the right play. And there's a Robo Bay. Hero is really committing to 2 base, but it feels like it's so delayed. If he doesn't get a 3rd up soon, he's in trouble. He's got to shade and build a battery. He's got to shade and build a battery, or he can just move the Immortal forward, I guess. Oh, that'll do. Yeah, the Immortal will plug that. Well, he didn't actually position it correctly, so a single Zergling does get in. Meanwhile, 2 Adepts go in and take out 3 drones. Can they get a 4th? Yes, they can. Loses an Adept for it, but that's well worth it. Single Zergling in the main base being a bit of a D-bag. Dark's multitasking on point. Hero does need to warp in another Adept on the front up there, so he can properly take advantage of this harassment angle. That gold base is so exposed right now. Dark's only on 25 workers. What? Guys, how does Dark only have 25 work? Did he just forget to build drones for the last 2 minutes? What's he doing? I know he lost 4 drones, but what? He's had a gold base up this whole time. Did he get supply blocked? He must have been supply blocked. Oh, Dark, you could be so far ahead. Somehow you're down 10 workers in this situation. He's up against what is clearly a committed 2-base build. But he's just massing lings and losing drones left, right, and center. Oh, Dark here. I mean, he's got a lot of queens. Adepts do get saved, but one of them's almost dead. More lost mining time for an already low economy. I mean, Hero is mining so much more money whenever those workers get pulled off the gold base. Obviously, gets back on mining. You'll see that number back up to close to even. The thing is, you got a gold base, you're meant to be ahead on the income. These Adepts just keep finding their way in again and again. I think this time it's a sacrifice because the Prism's gone home. He's going to get 3 more drones. Oh, transfuse. That was cool. I like the transfuse into the Spore trick. Dark does save a drone there. Nonetheless, though, more lost mining time. 44 probes. And he's going to go double stug. It's disrupted drop. Guys, he's going double speed Prism disrupted drop into 2-star Phoenix. I love this build order. I think it was Scarlet who first did this build to me. Many, like 2018 or something. And I was like, what? I remember just having like almost a mental breakdown where I was like, you can't go 2-star Phoenix after going disruptor drop. And she's just like, yes, I can. Double disruptor drop goes down there. I do feel like it's funny because I normally think of Scarlet as a very refined person, but when I think of her playing Protoss, she basically becomes a Beavis and Butthead character. Just like, whoa, what's the dumbest way I can play? But it's like, it's kind of 300 IQ because it's so unexpected. Oh, big links around! The Zealots are going to go down. The Immortal's getting flanked as well. The Immortal's getting flanked. Stalker in the wall off. Immortal over there as well. Uh-oh, if he doesn't recall, it's going to go down. Colossus! Oh, the Colossus is going to roast and toast! Not to mention behind this, the Disruptors came in and just killed 3 drones as well. The Immortal survives. 12 kill Immortal, 8 kill Colossus. This game is an absolute poop shoot. Mass Ling. He's still massing Lings off 38 drones. Dark is going for a Ling Bane +1 melee all-in against a player building Colossus Phoenix. This game is an absolute hot mess of a disaster. It is a unique gem, something of the like of which you will rarely see. 3 more drones go down to the Disruptor shot. That means that's not at home. He's up 10 probes right now as Hero. But if Hero doesn't get a sentry and his natural gets busted, this could be a problem. Are those Banelings going to blow up the Robo? It'd be so funny if he just blows up the Robo right now before the Colossus gets out. Blows up the wall. He's trying to get in. Oh, no, no warp-ins. Oh, my God, the probes, they're not even spreading. Hero, what are you doing, mate? Dude, you need to wall off. You need to spread. Spread. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. 28 probes have gone down. Dark was completely dead in the game, in the series. And he literally does a Baneling bust against a second Colossus had not quite popped. The army hard count is what he's doing. But Hero is out of position by like just a little bit, and Dark is like, lol, lol, lol. By the way, I'm gonna kill a Colossus with Zerglings. He's got more in the natural. He gets a Colossus. A random 7-minute Baneling bust kills a Colossus, his wall off, and 30 probes. Dark, whose economy could best be described as basura. He's on that garbage man economy, guys. He's on that. Did I say it right? Basura. We did a bit of Googling, but after the last game, it's not the best economy. It's not the best, but I think he's found a weak spot. He's gonna keep going. Phoenix try to pick up the queen. They get blocked. Hero's trying to wall off. Round 2 of mass slow banelings and zerglings. Una basura de economia, but who cares if you've got banelings ready to roll and surround? He's gonna surround. Battery overcharge. Colossus is trying to escape the zerglings. That immortal with 24 kills is finally gonna be going down. 28 kills. The Colossus on 32 kills. The Phoenix flying around, unable to find damage. One of them gets shot down. Ling's in the main base. Nothing's mining. It's an absolute hot mess of a game. It's exactly what he's advertised. Everyone, when you see Dark and Hero, if you do not click on videos in future, you're literally cheating yourself of the joys of this chaos. It is a fever dream of a StarCraft match where nothing fully makes sense. You're like, is this a bad trip? No, it's just your standard Dark versus Hero match. The Colossus goes down. The Zerglings were spread out, so the splash damage didn't work. Colossus is all about splash damage on clumped units, and oh man, this is hilarious. Dark still just rallying Zerglings. Why would you need to do anything else? He's going to make Carapace as well. And he just has the numbers and the momentum after that first Baneling bust. Oh, I love it. Whenever these two play, it's always fireworks. It's always creative. I will have to rewind this game to check like why Dark didn't get many drones. I guess he was just building so many Lings and pressuring so much earlier on. And he was in a pretty bad spot, admittedly, but doesn't matter. Oh, Phoenix goes down. 19 probe, 2 base Protoss against a 37 probe, 3 base Zerg. He desperately needs a 4th because his gold's mining out, but I think because Dark's so low on economy, he's just like, screw it. We'll just saturate my... I mean, his main's mining out as well, so you do need a 4th in these games where your gold base mines out so quickly. Another Phoenix taking a lot of damage there. But Hero's on a heavy dose of copium right now, guys. Yeah, he's going to need some big boomers. 2 Colossus. He's waiting for a second Disruptor. So he's going to have 2 Disruptors, 2 Colossus, and a bunch of Slow Zealots. There's 50 Zerglings, 12 Queens. Now, obviously, Roaches and Ravagers would smash this army, but I think he's like, look, if I just kill the Zealots with the Banes, I have enough Zerglings to surround everything else, I probably win. I like the full wall off. I think that's a very good idea, but I think these Zealots will get intercepted by the Zerglings coming in on the south. Oh, he saves... Oh, he picks up 2 of them. Okay. Well, he's just used his warp-ins. He better warp in more units, and he better do it right now. That's a lot of Zerglings. Uh-oh. Disruptor shot goes out. Ugh. Does get a couple Zerglings. He hasn't warped in yet. He's trying to pick up Zerglings with Phoenix. The Zealot Colossus gets back here. He's going to need to build another pylon. Otherwise, the Lings will go back in and kill that pylon in like 2 seconds. There we go. Okay, he's got a Colossus in the Warp Prism, trying to scare the Zerglings away right now. It's absolutely the right call. Remember, the Warp Prism is much like Hermione's bag, guys. If you're wondering how a Colossus fits in there, doesn't matter. It's Hermione's bag. It has a Protoss enchantment on it. It's fine. Physics makes sense. Hero's gonna tap out. He knows he's done. We're going to game 5, ladies and gents. All right, guys. It's coming down to this one. Dark just brought that game back with a crazy Lingbane attack. Not the first one in this series either. We're on Anomaly Found. In the top left is Hero. Hero's going to come in to block his expansion, and it looks like there are some pre-damaged rocks here. Interesting. So, what is that? Oh, there's some crackly electric rocks, guys. There's electric rocks on this map. An aesthetic feature, no doubt. Hatchery goes down out here at the 3rd. And these minerals do not look proper, guys. Is this whole base... Guys, this whole base is 900 minerals? No. Maybe it's just a bit of a weird pattern. Normally, you have the 1800 minerals here, 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 and here. But it seems like they've gone for a different mineral saturation layout on this particular base. Which, I think these middle ones might be bigger, and maybe these bottom ones. Okay, I'm going to have to click on those once we get vision of it. I can't click on it through the Fog of War, but definitely something a little weird. Other than that, you've got a rich gas base down here. Notice it's got some little orange lights next to it, guys. So we'll have to check, is that the normal amount of gas on it? We've also got orange lights up here. Is that just every gas on this map has orange lights next to it? These ones don't. Neither do these ones. Does that signify less overall gas being available? Normally a gas starts with 2250 gas. We'll click on that as we find them. This one only has 1500. Okay, so if it has the lights, it has a reduced amount, guys. So 1500 gas only here on anomaly found on that map. Ah, so if you take those, it is lower. Lower gas, 1500. And these minerals are fully 900. Oh no, Dark didn't study the maps. Guys, he's taking a base that only has half minerals and 2/3 gas. And I bet you he doesn't even know. This base is going to completely mine out when normally only half of the mineral patches would mine out. Oh, this is a terrible base for Dark to take. This, I mean, it's not going to affect him until the base mines out, but it means he needs a very early fourth. This base normally mines out at about 11.5 minutes, which means he needs a fourth base finished by then, or he has nowhere to transfer those workers. Oh man, I think this base here as well is only 900 minerals. Remember, this is something they finally gave permission in this Team Liquid map contest. There's also electric plants down here. There's a bit of crackling. Keep your eyes on it. It'll happen again a little bit, I'm sure. Yeah, there we go. Cool effects on this map. Oh, look at this bush. Man, I'm not really a 70s adult video guy, but I'm down for that bush. Hot damn. Yeah, they've finally given permission for the bases to have reduced minerals and gas. So that's going to be interesting. This one is full minerals by the looks of it and gas. There's no lights next to the gas. The minerals look a bit more fleshed out. So that's going to be interesting. Third hatchery going up in the natural, which I believe is a more normal base. We've got an adept coming in. Oracle on the way, as well as an extra gateway building right now for Hero. I imagine Hero goes for the full base in the back, but it is a bit further away, so I'm curious to see what he opts for. Adept hasn't found any damage just yet. Stargate's finished, but he doesn't quite have the gas for the Stargate, so build order. Oh, that's the second Oracle, sorry. First Oracle is coming forwards. Does decide to send it back temporarily, just making sure. And he's going to take the front third base. Okay. I mean, it's kind of maybe arguably easy to defend, but he can get swarmed from the left or the right. And look at how big this ramp is on the right once those rocks go down as well. This is a bizarre map layout. Overlord will fall. That's a massive... I don't know. I almost feel like take the base in the back because it's further away, but I guess it's hard to get to. It's an interesting map right now. Roach Warren's on the way as well as 2 more gases. Dark, I think, might be doing a queen walk. He doesn't have to, but if he builds another queen or 2 at a moment, then it's almost certainly a queen walk. He's already got an overlord on the way. You're not going to walk with just 5 queens, are you? That'd be crazy. It's Dark. Dark's crazy. He might just pull all 5 queens. Yeah, he's got plenty of overlords ready, so he's going for an all-in. Oracles get 3 drones. Don't quite get the 4th one. They will get out. And Hero sees at 4:30, no workers on the 3rd. And this is the big tell. Dark does so many all-ins, and now you know you're being all-in. You should drop 2 more gateways immediately. He warps into depths to start. He's got 6. He's pressuring. Why is he pressuring? You gotta realize you're being all-in at this point, surely. The Queen Walk is starting. Get those Adepts home, mate. Okay, he sees the Queen's coming. He's got to go home. The Adepts maybe are going to try and intercept the Ling, reinforce, and then recall home. Actually, that can work pretty well. That can work pretty well, but you don't want to be fighting the Roaches and Ravagers. He's absolutely got to cancel that. And he does. Oracle's getting damage on them from the Queens. Only 3 Queens together. Could actually lose to 3 full hit point Oracles. He's only got 2 gateways. He's not building more. Hero, what the heck? He's just spending money. He's got so much money. And he's trying to defend on 2 gate. I mean, he might be able to do it. With good micro, this is a very all-in attack from Dark, and yet it's not hitting that early in the game. For such a low drone count, normally you'd have already hit by now by about 520. He's hitting at about 540. Ling Roach Ravager Queen coming in right now. Bile going to land on the battery. That battery looks like it's going to take some damage. The Adepts take some Biles to the face. A Ravager does go down. The Oracles, though, their laser energy will be disappearing pretty fast if they're not careful. Ling's going in for a big engage. Battery in the back. I love that battery activation. Really nicely done. Biles aren't really going to get any big hits. 1 Adept does fall, though. The Ravager micro has been fantastic for Dark. The lack of production really hurting Hero. You can see he's floating money right now. His micro has been good. But now he's lost battery overcharge. He's canceling the shade. He's not going to give up his 3rd base. But oh no, he's letting him in the natural. Oh no. Okay, he has to fight now. There's no other choice. He has to fight. But now his Adepts are fighting Queens and Ravagers. They're meant to be fighting the Zerglings. Oracles do get back to the left side. There are 4 of them. The Adepts and Stalkers micro to the right. The Stalker and the Immortal somehow defend on the left. I guess it's the Oracles that scared them away. The Oracles will take out some of the Queens. Bile lands on an Oracle, sorry. Another Bio lands on an Oracle, but it's still alive. The Oracle's doing good damage. The Stalker's trying to defend with the Immortals. A new Stalker warping in. The Ravagers are taking damage. Bio's landing, taking that Stalker out. On the right side, the Ling's still struggling to take out this last Stalker. Battery overcharge will be available in a few seconds, but there ain't going to be any batteries left to use it. Hero should be taking some damage here, but still got Oracle energy. The last Ravager goes down. The Immortal gonna go down. Bio gets a probe, but only one. Lings do depower the Artosis pylon. The Robo on the left still powered. The two gateways depowered. And the Zergling rally not gonna get much more done. There's only one queen behind. There's only 33 workers. This is not enough damage. Dark here with a desperate all-in has not found enough damage just yet. The third survives. He's up 20 workers. Hero is in a massive advantage right now. 18 Zerglings, 3 queens on the way right now. Ling's coming forward. Tank on the high ground could defend all 3 bases. Interesting point from Twitch chat. Not wrong, not wrong. Lots of pylons building, massive economy advantage. This might just be in the bag. I mean, how do you bounce back from this? You're building queens and roaches, but Dark's only on 42 drones. This was such a huge all-in attack. And I definitely think Hero staying on 2 gates was a big misstep. He had the money to go up to 4 gates, would have made his life a lot easier. But you can't fault anything else he did. You know, there's always something, even a top player like Hero, where you're like, okay, that was one mistake. Everything else was near perfect. He's now going to go 2nd Stargate, Fleet Beacon, and a 3rd Stargate. Wait, what? He's like, hey, I'm ahead. Let's just go carriers and take a 4th. I mean, it's not the worst idea. Keep in mind, guys, Dark's expansion is going to mine out in a little bit. Hasn't been fully saturated this whole time, but he's only got about 3 minutes left of full mining there. And Hero taking a 4th base. I mean, he's miles ahead. He says, why not just go Sky Toss? Twilights and Forges are for losers. I don't want to build that. If anyone can come back from here, it's definitely Dark. He needs to get wind of what's going on, though. He's got an Evo chamber. He needs an Overseer to scout the fact that there is a Stargate transition. And he needs to get a bunch of Corruptors out to deal with the first carrier timing. If he can do that, Dark can get back in this game. And he really shouldn't be able to with this supply, but Stargate takes a long time to get across the map. And if Hirose waits for 6 carriers, Dark gets several minutes to slowly recover. The problem is, of course, only 61 drones. His 4th base has just started. And most importantly, no scouting right now. He's assuming it's just going to be a ground style. He's sending a Zergling to scout. But if he doesn't send an Overseer in, there's just no way he's going to see the Stargates until it's too late. 4th base going down. Ooh. Oh no, he cannot lose this. Oh, he tried to drop creep, but that queen didn't, you know, he can't transfuse a building structure. The hatchery goes down. Dark was unwilling to give it up, so he loses the hatchery, which is even worse. And the queens at least are deflecting. I wish this lightning did damage. This lightning down here, this effects are really cool. Yeah, look at that. That's awesome. Oh man, this map is beautiful, guys. Anomaly found. This is a stunning map. I love it. I haven't seen these effects before. Got like floating rocks, electricity, blue bloody mist. Beautiful map. Spire's on the way, guys. I don't know how he knows to go Spire. Maybe it was the fast gases on this base and just how defensive Hero's been. Definitely the right call from Dark. Oh man, that 5th base is going to go down as well. Another base cancelled. Dark's poking with Lings and Ravagers. He's trying to see what's going on. He's like, what are you doing? And that army being so crap, it's just a clear sign that he's playing against Skytoss. So he seems to know what he's up against from here. Dark cannot make any more drones. He needs to make nothing but army. Take 1 or 2 perfect fights, and then he's back in the game. It's a long shot, but it is Dark we're talking about. He's got a lot of money ready. Yes, the supply looks bad, but of course he's just banking up for the Spire. We should see Corruptors. Do not build Mutas. Building +1 air weapons immediately, and 9 Corruptors. That's the way to do it. Ling's scouting around. He's trying to see what's up. Does see a stasis trap, more probes transferring. +2 air weapons is on the way here, as well as +1 ground and a mothership, not to mention Templar Archives coming in for Hero. Hero is going to be getting all the pieces he needs for the end game. Sparkly rocks in the edge of the base as well. Carriers coming forward for their first poke. 6 carriers, 2 more on the way. There are 12 Corruptors. I think with the Queens, 12 Corruptors can deal with this. He doesn't want to lose his 6th base. He's going to go for it. The carrier's pulling back. They won't be able to kill that base. He's going to have to recall, I think. Oh, the Queens are off creep, which means no transfuse. And look at that. Gets a carrier. Doesn't quite get a second one. Look at that. Red hit point. 4 hit points. Barely surviving that carry. Now the Corruptors, look at this. He's splitting the Corruptors up to try to catch the Oracles. The Oracles go back to try to bypass this. They end up flying into the Queens, and they almost all go down. There's only one left. And Hero, no doubt, will tag those units in a little bit and go back. He's got an Observer here. Overseer comes forward. Corruptors get rid of it. Another Observer on the left as well. He's still got so much more, high-tier army up. But there's no Psystorm. It is just carriers. I mean, if you have enough Corruptors to kill the carriers and enough Roach Zergling Ravager to kill the ground army, and you win another fight as Dark, you actually are back in this game, as crazy as that is. Hero is famous for throwing games with carriers. I'm never going to stop saying that until he actually starts winning games with carriers when he's not already massively ahead. I always feel like he very often gives up advantages when he's got carriers out, so it's the combination of Dark and Hero where, yes, Hero's way ahead, yes, Hero played the early game much better, yes, Hero's done some fantastic stuff. Oh, Dark, wake up. Dark! 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 Oh, God. Oh, man. Okay. That Adept's getting a lot of damage. It's not even a Glaive Adept. The Queens will go and deal with it. Here we go. Drones go back to mining. A lot of cannon battery building. Hero, he's on 7 carriers. 18 Corruptors should be enough to deal with that. Mass Ravager. Oh, I wasn't expecting that. I mean, I guess I should have. It's Dark. He loves it. Forge is going to go down, which is great. Void Ray falls. Corruptors get a good engage. He's going to go after the carriers as well. Oh, but the Time Warp's very scary. I do like those Biles, though. Landing a few on the Void Rays. Going back in with the Corruptors. They're going to take out Mama. But he feels like he's got to back off. And that's tough because you don't have a lot of money to rebuild as Dark. He can't fight on top of those Archons. Units lost tab is about 2,000 resources in favor of Hero. Zerg doesn't need to build as much infrastructure, though, all this cannon battery. So they still definitely can defend. Dark hanging on right now. Keep in mind the natural fully mined out, guys. Right? These half bases mine out so fast. The rich gas base mine out. So all of these half bases with less resources, you get more income, but you can't play to the super long game. There's less resources on the map. Even though there's a lot of bases, they have so much less to mine. Oh, the Biles. The Biles forcing him back, and the Corruptor's picking off units in the meantime. He even gets rid of the Oracle. But he's got to pull back. I think he's overcommitted now. I think Dark might have overcommitted. He does bile down the prison, but the Zealots manage to warp in. The Corruptors are taking out the carriers. Oh my God. Oh my Lord, he's going to kill all the carriers. He gets all the carriers, and he gets out with a few Corruptors. The Ravager Queen trying to hold on. Mass Transfuse going down. Dark, the heroic beast that he is, closes the units lost gap. Trades better than Hero with just Ravagers and Corruptors and nothing else. This man is ridiculous. I mean, he's got no money in the bank and he's only got 5 Corruptors, so he's got to be careful as those carriers rebuild. But dude. Like, it's... I don't know if it's an even game. Hero still, I think, has more money coming in. Well, he's got a bit more gas, a little bit less minerals. That's kind of scary. Oh, there are healing shrines on this map as well, by the way. He could put those Zealots in the healing shrine. We still haven't seen players use the healing shrines. Please! This is the only time you can heal Protoss hit points is these healing shrines. We just don't see people use it. They're not used to it. Too much else going on. It is a final deciding match of a big best of 5. Lots of money on the line in this tournament. Roaches in the bottom. Zealots coming in. In the middle, he dives forward. Gets a High Templar. He's going to take out some static. The Zealots getting cleaned up there. A few Zealots are getting some damage on the drones, but good defense by Dark. Takes out a bunch of Archons here as well. Man, look at this. These Void Rays almost died to Corrosive Bile. He's got Queen Corruptor there. No way. Guys, if Dark resurrects himself in this game, this would be next level. But 3 carriers have arrived. There's only 5 Corruptors. He kills Hero's 5th base. The Archon goes down as well. Another Zealot run by comes in. Dark needs to get back there with some Roaches. Remember, Dark's income isn't that great either. He's still trying to just win the game right here, right now. There is Psystorm available, though. Oh, no! Dark didn't know there was Psystorm. He gets a Void Ray. All the Corruptors go down. Dark needs to go home. He needs to get out of there. He killed a base, but he can't get over Riga. He just lost 5 Corruptors right there. The units lost time back to dead even within 20 resources of each other. 16 minutes in. Whew. El Nino hitting hard, according to Twitch chat there. Whew. I mean, if it's stormy weather, wouldn't it be La Nina? No. La Nina? Isn't El Nino more... I guess there are big storms when it's hot and dry. I can't remember. I'm not good with weather. I'm not a meteorologist. I'll stop. Hydroden infestation pit on the way. He's going to try and get lurkers to deal with the now very ground-focused army with a bit of air support. And Roach Ravager is going to struggle against that. Now that Psystorm's in there, he's going to be in a big problem. Oh, Lenina's the dry one? It's El Nino is wet? I thought, oh, really? I thought it was the other way around. Maybe it depends where you are. Here in Australia, it might be the opposite, depending on the thing. I'll have to look it up. Look it up after the game. Anyways, Roach is going north. Ooh. Never do math or meteorology, or pull out your genitals on stream. Those are the 3 golden rules for anyone who wants to start a Twitch stream or YouTube career. Those are the 3 golden rules. Try not to break those. Void Ray Carrier, Archon Zealot coming forward. It's mostly Roach Ravager. He's trying to get Infestors out. They're not ready yet. Biles are pretty decent, though. Man, you gotta be careful about eating those Biles, Hero. Hero does not want to let this game slip away. He does rebuild a 5th base in the north, but it's massively oversaturated. He doesn't have much gas bank right now. Dark is still fighting with a peasant army. Oh no, his Roaches! He misclicked his Roaches! They're not defending the Zealots. Fungal Bile, but he doesn't quite get the High Templar. Good pullback there by Hero. He's looking for the Fungal Bile combo, but he doesn't get the High Templar. The Storms are big. Feedbacks also could potentially be massive as well. Roaches end up dealing with the Zealots on the back, but 13 drones have already gone down, and those High Templar are pushing him back. Queen's coming forward as well as Roaches. There's no Corruptors. He's trying to kill this without a single Corruptor. That's going to be tough. He's Bile fungling the carriers. 2 Void Rays do go down to that. The Roach Ravager's starting to clear it out. But if the Ravagers fall, he's got literally nothing that shoots up. Dark is starting to clear the ground army, but I don't think it's enough. Sorry for the observing there at the end. He has to tap out. And Hero, my lord. He was up so far in supply, he could have won the game so easily by going ground. Yet, he does the same thing both of these guys do whenever they're ahead. They always make questionable decisions, and it makes the game so much more exciting. It was actually so much fun. Like, I just want to go back and look at that supply difference, because it was pretty damn insane after that early push. Back, we go pre-10 minutes. It's 135 supply to 90. Protoss versus Zerg, and that's with him investing in carries. He'd have even more supply if he was building ground and gateways right now. The fact that Dark made that as close as it was from there is insane. GG, well played. Very well played by Hero to get ahead, but amazing that Dark even manages to make these games as close as they are. Very well played from both players, and awesome to see them adapting to the new maps very quickly. I absolutely love this map. I can't wait to see how it plays out with these half bases. I hope it gets on the ladder. And I love the aesthetic as well. Thanks for watching, guys. GG, well played.